What's up, guys? Welcome back to Triple P. Today we're going to be talking about confidence. How you can become more confident in yourself, in meeting others, and meeting significant others.
And just feel great about yourself. Just be like, I want to take my shirt off right now in this mall.
Yeah,
I'm so confident.
Yeah. Like you're
Feel it.
so confident that you go in for a job interview that you're so unqualified for,
Right. Yeah.
but you blast off in there.
And you get it. And you're like, I'm going to be the new CEO. They hire you. You actually get hired to fire the guy that interviewed you. Because that's how confident you were. Like, damn. This guy means business.
Yeah, Steve.
But how do you get to that level, though? That's
How
what
do you
we're
get to
gonna go
that
through.
level?
That's what we got to get through. First and foremost, just realize people don't care. There are 8 billion people in the world.
I think there's more now.
Probably. People just keep pumping out babies. It's kind of crazy.
We definitely need to have like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, like stop having babies. Just like for a few years. Like just turn off the baby factories for a little bit.
Yeah, we should totally talk about that after.
Yeah.
Like, who would your team be? What would you do? But
zombie apocalypse? Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end.
That'll be it.
All right, I love that. But yeah, I think I'm a firm believer in just telling yourself, why do I care what people think? Because people don't care. So I shouldn't care.
Seriously. I'm also a firm supporter and believer in that.
Because, like, there's just so many people, and people are just worried. Like, when people go to the mall or when people go out, they have a certain goal that they need to go do, right? So they're not focusing on other people. And most people don't want to focus on other people. They just want to go in and out, you know? So,
yeah,
like, if you're
absolutely.
trying on, so kind of like, if you're trying on something, like a new outfit or something that you're like, I'm not really sure. I like it, but I don't know if other people are going to like it. You're going to go out, wear it around, and you're going to realize people don't care that you're wearing this outfit.
Yeah, check your tits, check your ass, check your junk.
Right. And I mean,
if it's popping, they want it.
Exactly. Just
you
make
know?
sure it's pop it. Pop it, lock it, polka dot it, hip hop it.
Oh.
Oh.
Barsky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm somewhat of a lyrical genius in my downtime.
Think you could drop one for us right now?
Off the dome.
Off the dome.
I would need a beat. For sure.
I got you.
Oh, okay, cool. Check it. We're on Triple P. We're gonna learn how to be confident. I don't know how to rhyme confident.
Dude, that was lyrically genius.
Yeah, thank you. You know,
you got me going.
That was a good beat though. That had me grooving.
You like that?
Moving and grooving.
Oh, twisting and turning.
Arriba.
Bop it.
Twist it.
Anyway, so back to confidence. Seriously, stop caring what people think about you because they really don't care. And if they do care, they are probably the people who peaked in high school.
And you don't really care about impressing them anyways.
Right. They're just like the people who act in like they're speaking drama. Like, dude, that is a different language to me.
Right.
Like, if you speak drama, like, go do that. Go talk about others, but
yeah, that shit's for the birds.
Yeah, like, feel bad about yourself while you're doing it because no one else really cares.
Because that's doing is bringing down other people.
Seriously, and that's just like that's not, at least I've noticed recently, like, that's not the wave. Like, no one really likes drama.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I feel like deep down they really do. People
I think
do.
Like moms do. Like, housewife moms.
Is that more like a MILF thing lately?
I think so, because they're trying to stay relevant. So that's how they do it. It's like
that's true because they're MILFs. Like, they were so hot growing up, but then they like lost their rizz.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't have the charisma anymore.
Yeah. And now they're like, let me just talk smack about
Becky across the street.
Yeah, because I saw her drop Steven off at school earlier, and her ass looked saggy.
Yeah. She hasn't been. I haven't sent her out to the gym either, so I think she's getting fat.
Like, that is awful.
Right.
Don't be that person.
Yeah, come on.
Because no one cares, and if you do care and you talk about people like we just were, like, that is really not nice.
Yeah, just focus on yourself.
Seriously,
like, why
focus.
are you focusing on some other people?
But going off of that, another way to build your confidence is going to the gym. Or maybe not even going to the gym, but doing something that's productive, something that you don't get to do every day that makes you feel better. It makes you feel more clear-headed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe that's, I don't know, doing the laundry that day, doing some work that day, maybe doing research, learning something new that you didn't know that you can't wait to tell someone about.
Right.
Because the more that you do, the more you can tell someone like that you were going in the right direction for yourself, for your future, or maybe you learned something new that you couldn't wait to tell someone about to show that you grew your intelligence per se.
Right.
That's you becoming more confident that you can then go to someone and be like, I did this. I've been doing this.
Right.
And that is going to impress someone maybe.
Exactly.
And that makes you more confident in yourself.
Yeah.
So
the easiest way to build confidence, I think, is just to be good at something, right? So find a hobby that you're interested in. And when you become really good at that and you know you're good, that's already the confidence you need right there. And then you can kind of use that to build off of things. So like if you're really good at like knitting or something, maybe you get really good and you can knit like a really sick sweatshirt or something.
yeah,
like
hook
stuff
me
like
up with
that.
a dick sock.
Yeah, exactly. Or a little banana hammock.
Hell yeah, keep the piggies warm.
Right. Yeah. Tuck them away. You know.
Tuck 'em.
Just tuck them.
Forget the Texas tuck. Keep them warm.
Keep them warm. Keep them comfortable. You know. Make sure they're not bouncing around a lot. But yeah, no, being good at something. I think being good at like a hobby or something is just like the easiest way to get confidence in yourself is when you know you're good at something. Because when you're able to express that, people are like, oh, you're good, and that feels good, and that you know what you're doing. You know.
I feel like it's yes that, but even more so when other people recognize something about you that is not only impressive, but maybe they might be like a little bit envious about.
Right.
So it doesn't even have to be something that you're really good at. It can also be something about you that is just really like unique or like charming in some way, or I don't know what I'm thinking in my head, for example, is just I remember growing up and meeting people who quite literally I would go home and say, wow, that person was so nice. Like that is really one of the kindest people I've ever met.
Right. Yeah.
And I would look at them in a way where I think they must be very confident because everyone likes them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who wouldn't like a person like that who is so kind that there's seemingly no way not to like them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah, kindness goes a long way, and when you are kind, you're going to build more relationships where you're just going to get more comfortable with like being with people.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
I guess that's what confidence is just being comfortable with people.
Yeah. And there's so many different aspects of life that you can become more confident in. You know, yourself, your physical appearance, which is why we're introducing the gym here.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe your mentality, the way you look at things, the way you look at others, your intelligence in itself.
Right.
I mean, smart people can also like. I can confidently say that some of my best friends are some of the smartest people I've ever met.
Right.
I can also confidently say they're some of the most stupid people I've ever met.
Right.
Like some of the biggest idiots.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah, confidence.
I don't know.
You know, confidence.
I'm going.
Confidence isn't like one attribute, I guess. Like you can't just be like, oh, I need to be smart to be confident. You know, like it doesn't dictate. Confidence doesn't dictate what you have to be like. It's just like how do you go about doing that? And I would say like probably like a good foundation to have is just being comfortable in your skin.
Definitely.
You know, because once you're comfortable with yourself, then you can start exploring other aspects of life. Because if you don't do that, I feel like things can fall apart very quickly.
Yeah, you can lose that confidence just as quickly as you can build it up.
Right. Like you could have the most confidence, but if someone's saying like, oh, I don't like those shoes on you, like breaks you down. And then you're just like, oh my God, I'm in a dark place. Like I'm rattled. Call Batman. Like that's a problem. So you need to be able to have like a good base where you can kind of, build from before everything gets taken down.
Definitely.
So I guess how have you found, what's like the best way that you've found like getting confidence in yourself, like being comfortable in your own skin? Because we know like as we can tell, like you're into fashion, you try different things, and how do you find that happy medium of like, oh, I'm comfortable with this, I'm not?
I think for me personally was a mixture of the things that we've kind of already talked about. Me and myself, one of my goals every single day of my life is to wake up and bring positive energies, bring like light and kindness into every day and basically leave them with a better perspective of who I am than they thought of before.
Right.
Be kind to them. The more people I meet, also, I've noticed I feel more confident when I know I have more of a support system or a circle around myself. That is not saying that my circle or anyone's needs to be huge to be confident. I think you can literally have 2 or 3 best friends who literally support you so much that you feel like you're on top of the world.
Definitely.
Because you can feel that with even just one person, with like a significant other. But for me, the way I live my life is to meet as many people as I possibly can, be kind to as many people as I possibly can, because they're going to then look at me as some sort of figure that just seems to not really worry about the things that most people worry about, because I seem to be so liked in some way, because I have so many people in my life who do enjoy my presence and enjoy my friendship. So for me to wear whatever I want, I kind of met so many people, and I got to a point where I just didn't care if you didn't like me.
Right.
There are other people.
That support
I
system.
have so much support that what I really want and need is right in front of me. I will always have that.
Right.
Because I've established that for myself. And I mean, that's a whole nother category, because I think making friends in general is actually very hard for people. I understand that. But I just think if we're talking about me in particular, I don't have an issue with making friends. I love meeting new people. I think that's honestly a very good characteristic to have as a person.
Yeah, definitely.
To meet as many people as you can and be kind to as many people as you can. That in itself is going to just give you so much confidence in life to, I don't know, go for a new job, go for, I don't know, a new relationship, go try something new, because you don't have to be worried about the aspect that someone around you is going to be bringing you down.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you have such a good foundation, and you're comfortable with your foundation, where like if you're like, oh, I want to branch out, I want to try this or meet this person, and if it doesn't work out, like I have my support base that I can always fall back on. It's not like it's like a second option, but it's like I'm going to try to get on, go out of my comfort zone. If it doesn't work, I have my comfort zone. I'm comfortable in that. Okay, I can regroup and then try something different.
Right. And for me personally, it's like, if you don't like that, well then sucks to suck.
Right.
I don't care.
Right, exactly.
I have that mentality, but I'm not going to come at you and be rude. Like, if you don't like me for some reason, well, maybe you need to work on yourself and work on your acceptance, because I don't know, I haven't done anything to you. I'm genuinely very kind.
Yeah,
generally
exactly. Right.
Very kind and genuine to most people. So I don't know.
And if that person's not willing to accept you, either you guys don't mesh, right? Like there's just people that just like don't mesh with certain people. That's nothing against you. It's just like how you guys were like raised, or like it's like different things don't go together. Like carrots don't go with ice cream. Stuff like that. So I think that's the thing, is like, don't take it personally. And I think that's what you do, is you don't take it personally. You're just like, whatever, like no skin off my back. Like if you don't like me or whatever, like what have I lost?
Yeah, I'm really just not hurt.
Yeah.
By those types of things. It doesn't affect me.
Right.
Especially if it's someone I'm not very close with. If we don't have similar interests or something, and that deters you from wanting to have some sort of relationship with me, then that's on you. I don't really mind.
Because, they, especially if you just met them, they haven't really offered much. You haven't really invested much,
I know. I think it's very important to further establish yourself as a person and in your own brand, especially at a very young age, than to try to establish yourself as another individual just because you like what they do. You can still like what they do, like how they dress, like how they act.
But don't live through them, I guess.
Yeah, don't live through them. That's kind of what this podcast is all about, is living through yourself.
I think it's okay to like be like, oh, I like their lifestyle. Like, that looks
Definitely.
so cool. And it's going to look way better than it actually is. I can 100% assure you
Yeah,
of that.
it's not all real.
Right, exactly. And it's okay to kind of like try to model yourself after them if that's something you really want to do. But don't like become fully invested where like that person is you. If you're willing to put that influencer before you, I think that's where you get an issue. Because that person, I can guarantee you that influencer would not do the same.
Right, and you don't even know how to be them. So how can you feel confident in someone that you're not?
Yeah, and you
know
really
what I mean?
truly don't know who that person is.
Right.
You know, like they put on this facade, and that's really what it is. Like they're just trying to show you their best moments and like kind of like fake it.
Absolutely,
Almost.
that's what social media is.
Yeah,
nowadays.
exactly. So,
and it's so hard to just look at someone's social media page right now and just be like, that is who they are.
right, like that is
Because
real.
I can promise you, it's quite literally
There's probably like
so
0.1%.
tainted. It's so tainted, and I know this because I have at this point met thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've been around the world basically at this point. So I think in order to be confident is to just get out and get after it. Do as many things as you possibly can. Meet as many people as you possibly can, because you're just going to feel better about yourself when you are constantly feeling like you are progressing as a person and in all these aspects of your life.
Yeah, and you're gonna be building memories, and we're not saying like this is something that's gonna happen overnight or within a week. Like this can take years, you know, like waking up every day, and you just gotta remind yourself like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go try this, I'm gonna try to talk more, I'm gonna try to like, even just like asking someone how their day going, meeting up for people for coffee, putting yourself out there, and I almost in like some sense in a vulnerable state. Because when you can do that, and because when you're vulnerable, you're a little uncomfortable, and when you can
overcome that
and be like, oh, this isn't that bad actually, but it's an inching process. Like we're not telling you if you're very introverted and like scared of going out. Like we're not saying go to like a giant party where you know nobody and try to make friends. Like that's just an unrealistic goal that's gonna like spiral you into some anxiety, and you're just gonna be like, I hate this.
And most people that you meet at parties, by the way, are not going to be your lifelong best friends. I mean,
right?
Sure, I bet people have made many friends like that, but most people that you meet at a party are drunk, extra emotional, being way nicer than what they actually are like in person.
Right.
And it's just like an unreasonable expectation.
Because most of them are going through what you're going through. Like most of the people at the party are like, oh, I don't really know many people. I'm going to just be super nice because, I want to make friends or meet people.
Right. And how many times have you heard someone say or do this, I'm going to drink my way through my comfort zone?
Right. Like liquid courage.
Literally liquid courage. It's just, you just know that what you see at a party, do not expect the next day.
Yes. So it's just like, that's why I think hobbies are so good, because then you're around like-minded people. And those are the kind of the people you like. Like if you're, I don't know, making clay pots, like
seriously, if you're like making silicone dildos,
like if that's your cup of tea and the person next to you is making one too, hey, nice silicone cock,
nice cock you made.
I
like that groove.
It's a really cool design you have going there.
Where'd you get it? Your pants?
Yeah.
Where'd you think of that?
Right. Have you
familiarity?
Seen this before? Right.
Familiarity.
So, like being surrounded by like-minded people can definitely help you become more confident. Just like working with people.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, like my colleagues are some of like my favorite people.
Yeah. They're fun.
Yeah, and because we have similar interests, that's why we're in the same room.
Yeah, and building a good support system through those people that you meet.
That's another way to like meet new people, is maybe go find a new job. Or if you don't have a job, think about getting one, because I'm telling you, the more productive you feel, the better you're going to feel about yourself. And also, the more you like put yourself in an environment that enables you to meet new people, the more comfortable you're going to be with making friends and meeting more people in the future.
Right. Yeah, because if you think about it, like if you're working 40 hours a week, that's 8 hours out of your day during the week that you're working. And if you're in a job where all you're doing is sitting there being like a Eugene, sitting there crunching numbers at a computer.
Eugene, yep.
Yeah. You're just crunching numbers. You're not going to meet people. And listen, those jobs, someone's got to do them. you know, and they're not bad jobs if that's what you do, but that means you have to have something outside of that. Because if that's all you're doing is going crunching numbers, like doing 9 plus 10 all day, and then you go home and just
21.
Yeah, 21. If that's all you're doing, like, you're not gonna meet anybody. Like, you are just gonna be like a bump on a log, bro.
Literally, mushroom.
Yeah.
You literally have a mushroom tip.
You are literally a mushroom. You're a toad.
I was gonna say toad. Oh my god, who are we?
You are a toad. But yeah, you gotta like at least make an effort to get out into society if you you know, to develop some sort of confidence.
Definitely.
You know.
All right, so you've been with your girlfriend for what, like 6 years now?
Yeah, 6 years going on.
Do you
7.
remember originally how it was that you just kind of like talked her up? Like, what was your rizz?
My rizz. So we're talking about back in high school.
Yeah.
So I am 1 year older, which I think helps.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I had like that mysterious, like, oh, he's older vibe going on.
Okay. Oh, he's older.
Yeah. Yes. Kind of like mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what I did. I think my go-to was kind of just like a random Snapchat question that I would be like, I think it would be something that I'd be like, oh, hey, like, I'm doing this. What do you think? Or like, I'm trying to remember. It was something to do with school. And like, we were in like the same class. I think I just like threw out like a random question I already knew the answer to, but like just to start the conversation. And then from there, I try not to talk like every day. I think that's like.
So that was your game, was to be like
I tried to play that mysterious, like I'm not really sure what his vibe is.
Right.
Keep him guessing.
Keep her guessing, so that she was always wondering, like, what is this guy about?
Right. Like, is he hitting on me?
Oh my god.
Is he just like because we're in the same class? He's talking to me.
So you played a mystery game.
Yeah, I tried to be like the mystery machine. Like, she had to be like Scooby-Doo and figure out what's going on.
Where did you like gain the initial confidence to ask her for that Snapchat or whatever it was?
How did I get the snap? I think the snap I got just from like quick ads.
But did you like go into the bathroom quickly at school and like splash water on your face and like hype yourself up, or were you just kind of like, you were like, I have rizz? Like, how did you develop that for the people who are looking for, you know, ways to talk to someone new?
Yeah, I think
like, what would your advice be?
I think my way of getting myself to commit to something, like, or like, oh, I think this girl's cute, I want to talk to her. I think what I did was I kind of hyped myself up to my boys, like, oh, yo, like, I'm gonna bat, like, this is gonna be my girl, like, I'm gonna talk to her, like, you guys have no idea, like, I'm about to pull some magic off, kind of hype myself up.
Absolutely.
So like, I had to,
yeah,
or else my boys would give me a hard time. So I kind of backed myself into a corner where I couldn't back out of, put myself in that kind of position.
But if it didn't work
out, you know, that's
you're like Reggie,
yeah, like,
wow,
fumbled the bag. Like,
oh no.
Yeah, I gave all my boys the power.
Wow, and you would like not hear the end of it for a while.
For a while, yeah. But like at the end of the day, when you just gotta remind yourself that every lion only is successful like one every 8 hunts.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're kidding. But what about gorillas?
Gorillas, I think, just mainly eat bananas, so it's just like climbing a tree.
So the hunt is less difficult.
Less difficult, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're the gorilla in the jungle, like, good for you.
Good for you.
Hats off for you.
Because it's easy.
Because it's very easy for you.
It's easy for you. So, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like when I first started dating my girlfriend, I saw her out at a party. I was like, damn.
Licking your chops.
I was like, damn. Okay.
Okay.
But I seen her from across the room, and I was like,
did you go up to her in person?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay.
I came up to her snapping.
Oh.
Hey.
Go, hey, grease, lightning. Go,
grease, lightning. Hey, grease and lightning. No. I guess it was like a little bit like this. And I guess it's just the woman in you.
Oh. Yeah, if you can
It
sing
brings
Ultimate
out the man in me. But no. I don't remember. I remember singing. Oh my God, you want to know what I did? I went up to her and I sang to her, and I sang the wrong lyric. But I didn't sing to her like we were singing together.
Was the song playing?
The song was playing.
Okay, so you were
like, it was so embarrassing. Like, lack of rizz almost.
Yeah. But
sometimes lack of rizz is rizz. Like,
facts. Yeah.
lack of rizz can be the rizz.
Can be the rizz.
If you are so awful with women that they think it's cute,
yeah,
dude, realize that is your rizz.
right.
Just
Like
don't.
you fumbling the bag is rizz.
I guess for me, to whoever is wondering how to have more confidence in talking to someone, it's like, have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to have confidence in like your technique or style or have some like formulated strategy to go pick someone up, because the second you start overthinking, then it's just awkward.
And you're gonna crash and burn.
You're gonna crash and burn. Just go and like literally start some small talk. Like, wow, one time I had a pet pig.
Hey, my name is Kyle, by the way.
And then she'll be like super freaked out, but kind of intrigued by that like small
yeah,
talk.
and then you're kind of like the pig guy, and then you kind of like work up from the pig guy.
Yeah, she like goes home and was like, oh my God, I was totally drunk last night, and I met this cute guy who was talking about how he ate his pig.
Right.
He was like, it's really weird, but I kind of got this cool vibe from him.
Right.
Or she might just be like, maybe that's a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not that way, but
no, like kind of like I guess when you're going in, you're making an educated guess as to who the girl is. Like the girl's wearing like cowgirl boots and like a flannel. Maybe that pig line's gonna work. She'd be like, ooh, he might be like a farmer or something like that, and like rawr, he can toss my hay bale, something like that.
And just toss that hay bale.
But if it's a city girl, don't use that.
If it's a city girl, don't use it unless she brings up the fact that she lived on a farm before she moved to Manhattan.
Right, and she misses it.
Then you say, like, listen, I got a little something up my sleeve. They're like, what is it? And then you pull out a piece of wheat, and you put it in your mouth, and you say, hiya, toots.
Hiya, toots.
You know what I'm saying? That's rizz. Like,
right.
Just be unique a little bit. Just, like, show who you really are. And if someone doesn't like you for that, I think that's your, like...
Just like on to the next one mentality.
Yeah, that's kind of like your red flag. Like, okay, if you don't like me for me,
peace.
I don't really need.
Yeah, why give that any more energy, anyways?
Yeah, why are you? Yeah, there's no reason to.
Right, I agree.
I really think that having confidence in talking to others is ultimately knowing yourself more than anyone else, and being able to just talk to anyone, talk to people, which goes back to having that confidence in yourself and meeting more people. The more interaction that you have with others and new people and feeling vulnerable, the more comfortable and confident you're going to feel putting yourself into a position that you're going to be vulnerable with a potential significant other, or maybe just hook up, like, or whatever your type of vibe is. I'm not saying that hookup culture is the way to go, but
yeah, it's just like every person you meet.
Relationships aren't always the way to go either. So
exactly. Yeah.
It all depends on where you're at.
Yeah. Sometimes just I'm riding solo.
I'm riding solo.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps. But yeah, every new person you meet, that's practice.
Yeah.
Practice. That's the only way you're gonna get better and more confident is when you work on it.
Absolutely.
Actively.
So, all right, that wraps up this week's episode. I hope that helped you guys
get an idea of like kind of focusing and work on getting more confident in the social realm.
Absolutely.
Definitely follow our
OnlyFans.
We did just upload that because we do a naked podcast.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Peace.